Hello, beautiful tribe. Welcome or welcome back if you've watched previous videos to Liberating Lorilyn. I am Lorilyn, and in today's video, we're going to talk about how I'm going to downsize into just a single carry-on, international size carry-on suitcase. And that's a whole nother video on how to find international luggage to downsize to as a digital nomad. It was very challenging, hours and hours of research, which if you want to hear about it, let me know in the comments and I'll make a video on that. But how am I going to downsize into just a carry-on was a question that I asked myself after I made the decision to become a digital nomad. And what I realized really quickly, if you've ever thought I'm not really abundant, uh, you know, if you ever had a thought of lack, I know that I have, let me tell you, move, tried to move. Because when I realized that I have to release most of my belongings, I quickly realized how much abundance I have. I live in a small studio apartment off the beach. I live alone. I can't hold many people in my house, yet I have 8 of everything: 8 plates, 8 salad bowls, 8 small dishes, amazing, a lot of cups, a lot of pots, pans, cooking stuff that I just don't use anymore because I'm living a different life now as a solo woman. And then talk about the closets, which we'll talk about later on in a different video about downsizing the closet and how I'm going to pick my capsule wardrobe. I'm not ready to cross that conversation quite yet. I love my clothes, I love my shoes, so that's we're going to save that for another day. But when I started to list things on Facebook, I recognized that the only person that my belongings really had value to was me. And I met with my dear friend Whitney. Whitney, if you're watching, shout out to you for great advice. And I said, Whitney, I have all these things. I have to downsize. I don't really just want to donate them and not know where they're going. I really want to feel like if I'm going to give them up, like they're going to a good cause. And she had an amazing idea. I said, what would you do if you were downsizing into a travel on carry on suitcase? And she said, she thought about it for a minute. And then she said, I would invite all my friends and family over to my home and tell them to take what they want. I thought, that's brilliant. So I gave most of my cookware and kitchen stuff to my youngest son, who's getting ready to start a family with his partner. And I gifted my mom's beautiful handmade baskets to a woman who was making baskets to raise money for non-for-profits. I thought my mom would love knowing that her baskets have gone to that. I gifted my plates, my pink plates, to a young lady, 18, moving out on her own for the first time in her life. Um, as I mentioned in a previous video, I gave this beautiful antique dresser that I absolutely love and adore to a dear friend who loves and adores it just as much as I do. And knowing that she has it and she'll care for it brings me peace. I gifted clothes to a friend of mine who recently had to make a life change and go back to corporate America. And so some of my clothes, some of my purses, some of my jackets went to helping her eliminate that boundary of transitioning from a non-traditional corporate position into a corporate office without having to spend a fortune. So that is some of the ways that I'm easing the pain in downsizing. But I will tell you that my plan was to start with a 10%. Do you know what I'm talking about? The 10% that at the end, when you're done moving, there's like all this paperwork and things that you have to go through, but you don't really want to, and you wait till the last minute. The 10%. I started there. My friend Ashley calls it the doom box. I can understand why she calls it the doom box. I'm still dwindling down my doom box. But what I really, the biggest takeaway that I want to share with you today about downsizing is my mom made these beautiful hand painted sunflower wine glasses, and I had been always storing them away for a day to enjoy them. And now, as the days are ticking down to me leaving my apartment here in South Florida and starting my digital nomad life, I recognized that I had wished that I enjoyed those classes long before these last few weeks of me departing. So, my question to you is, what are you holding on to for someday that you could be enjoying now? Share with me in the comments. If you like today's video content, please hit the like button, share, and of course, subscribe so you don't miss any of the videos. Thank you for joining me on this journey as I liberate my body, mind, and soul to follow my heart's desires. Until then, stay true to you.